Many of you have been on me for quite a long time about publishing content on the things that I talk about. And some of you probably wish I'd shut my mouth and keep my opinions to myself. That's fair enough, and I would probably feel likewise if I saw things from your perspective. But nonetheless, I've decided to move forward with publishing my own content via my blog, jwoodford.com, Facebook, Instagram, Medium, Snapchat, YouTube, Anchor, and Pinterest, maybe. I'm even working with some people on creating a podcast. As most people who know me well know, I'm an all or nothing kind of guy, and if I've made the decision to do something, I'm not gonna do it half-assed. So, here's what you can expect. I'm not doing this to make friends, and I have no ability to succumb to people pleasing. As many of you know, I have very strong opinions and stances on issues that are important to me. But I also like to have fun. Don't spill your frickin' beer! There's people that are on Wall Street that don't understand that it's our job to take money from all of you.
You don't think Sununu's are racist, do you?
In this video, I talk about the 7 keys to raising little asshole children. Some of the stuff that I'm gonna put out is gonna speak to you. Others will piss you right off and offend you. Some people will get over it, and others won't. I can't waste too much time on that. The bottom line is, I've come to terms with the reality that I am not responsible for how other people respond to the stuff that I put out. So, just so you know up front, I have zero interest in being politically correct or seeking to avoid causing people offense. If that bothers you, then feel free to click the unfollow button. I think our collective propensity to be so thin-skinned and easily offended is a very serious liability, and I absolutely refuse to cater to it. Do you even have a brain? I just don't think it takes any level of actual rational thought to look at that and say, this shit needs to stop now. But at the same time, though I do hold strong opinions, I don't think for 1 second that I have all the answers. Not even close. In fact, one of the biggest things that stopped me up to this point, as far as moving forward and putting content out there, has been my fear of being another voice of condemnation to people who are already hurting. I know that each one of us can be our own biggest critic, and I really don't want to add to that voice. But at the same time, I've had to come to grips with the reality that it is not my job. I am not responsible for how people respond to us. If you could have a glimpse at some of the things that people say to me, the threats, the negative comments, the outright harsh things, you'd understand. And through all that, I've had to learn how to not get offended, not get my feelings hurt, and be able to move on and understand that if you're gonna put something out there publicly, then people are gonna respond a certain way, and it's my responsibility to dictate how I'm gonna respond to that as well. And I expect the same from other people. I know that sometimes I can go over the top, and when I'm angry and passionate about a cause, I can lack compassion and empathy and understanding. And I acknowledge to you that this is a character flaw, and it demonstrates an area in which I lack maturity. However, this is something that's improving over time, and I know that I will continue to do so. I trust that when I'm older, wiser, more experienced, more mature, I'm probably gonna look back on myself and laugh, or scoff. I don't know yet. But at the same time, I embrace the journey, and I refuse to avoid stepping out and taking risks just because I don't have it all together. Because if I did, I'd never do anything, and I'd have a ton of regrets, and I simply refuse to settle for that existence. I want to be an example to my kids and other people of being someone who steps out, takes risks, fails, makes mistakes, but continues to get up and make progress and take shots anyways. I'm not afraid of looking stupid, making mistakes or failure, and I wish the same for you. Last but not least, I'm always open to hearing the other side of the story and admitting when I'm wrong. Because honestly, I'm probably wrong way more often than I'm right. So if you disagree or want to challenge anything that I've said or that I'm going to say, I want you to feel absolutely free and welcome to do so. I will truly appreciate and respect it, and I will do my best to cultivate a safe environment for everybody to do so. But just so you know, if you come out swinging instead of talking, I don't back down. So if you want to have a reasonable discussion, I'm down for that, and I'll embrace it. If you want to take the gloves off and go at it, just know up front that I refuse to be intimidated into silence. And the more people try to do so, the more pissed off and belligerent I tend to get. Anyways, it's my sincere hope that what I put out is of value to you. I want to thank you in advance for taking this journey with me, and for everybody who has encouraged and supported me over the years. There are no words to describe how much you mean to me.